Welcome to the Man-Cade. Today's episode is all about Arcade 1Up's upcoming Pong 4-player pub table. So my question for you is, what's black, white, orange, and yellow? Well, the short answer is that colors are nostalgia, and actually Pong. The long answer is this video, and if you should be really excited about owning a 4-player pub table with Pong on it. Let's see. Last week's Consumer Electronics Show, or as the cool kids call it, CES, in Vegas, Arcade 1Up revealed a few surprises, but none quite as enticing, at least to me, as their Pong 4-player pub table. And why? Well, because Pong is Pong. It's the OG, it's the granddaddy, it's the big kahuna. It is literally the big bang in terms of video games. And yes, if you're in the know, you know, we could argue Space War, but Pong is the real reason that, video games are on the map. It's why we're here right now. Next year, 2022, will mark 50 years since Al Alcorn developed Pong, itself based on a table tennis game for the Magnavox Odyssey. And Atari put it in a local bar called Handicap's Tavern, where it made its debut in 1972. The story behind it is that Atari was called because the game stopped working. When Al Alcorn himself went to fix the game, he opened it up and discovered it was just engorged with coins. And there they knew they had a hit on their hands. So now it's 2021, and Pong is back on the menu. It's not fancy by any stretch, by today's standards, but it's got a simple, addicting charm that I believe, and obviously Arcade 1Up believes, people of all ages are ready to experience again. And before you think, I'll just maim this thing and build my own, you'll be surprised to find out that that's not going to be so easy this time. Pong wasn't ever wrong. It was actually built right into the circuit board, so you're not going to be maiming Pong anytime soon. And yeah, sure, maybe some of the other games available in this collection, but not Pong. So pay attention, because if you're interested, outside of locating an old Pong home console or a Pong arcade cabinet, this 4-player pub table of Pong might just be your only chance to experience Pong again. Included in this collection on the pub table is Pong, Pong Doubles, Quadra Pong, that's 4-player Pong, Pong Sports, which is based on, I believe it's the Video Olympics game for the Atari 2600, Circus Atari, which is based on, I believe, the Exidy game called Circus that you'd find in the arcades. At least it's very similar. Super Breakout, which is the precursor to the Arkanoid style games. Warlords, a 4-player spinner game, and Tempest, one of the greatest spinner games of all times. From what I've learned, the screen in the pub table is your standard 17-inch LCD screen that other A1Up cabs have used, obviously, in the past. The height of the pub table is 39.8 inches, which makes it roughly sit up above about an inch and a half or so, I believe, of your standard control panel on any A1Up cab, and that's with a riser as well. So it's a good standing height, absolutely. Features a liquid-proof glass top, obviously for spills, and from what I have heard, a definite step up in quality for the spinners. At least I hope so, because the spinners on the Asteroids, the Gen 1 cab, were not great. I just did the video where I replaced mine with the GRS spinner from Glenn's retro show, and it's a marked improvement. Amazing, just incredible. So let's hope the quality is definitely up a notch, or 2 or 3, in terms of those spinners for this table. In terms of the design of the 4-player pub table, the A1Up design team, obviously they know what they're doing in terms of the color scheme, keeping it, that classic Atari black and white and orange and yellow. That's perfect, obviously. But I'd love to see them lose the names on the front of that cabinet, and I hope that is a change that they do make. You know, just commit to that 70s style. I mean, this is going to be, it's going to be a piece of furniture that literally does not need to cry for attention. It's going to get all the attention it needs when somebody sees this thing, because it looks just so different. You know, go get some wood grain in there. You know, I don't know if some of you knew this, but Atari actually did release a pub-style two-player Pong game, and of course, what did it look like? And it had the, you know, the station wagon wood stylings, of course, and I believe it was a 15-inch, obviously CRT monitor in the belly. So yeah, my biggest thing is, I mean, this thing looks great. I love the style of it. But, you know, as soon as I get mine, if I do get mine, because it looks to be impossible to find in Canada, you can't pre-order it here. I don't know where I'm going to get it, so please, A1Up, please help us out here. And, but as soon as I do get that, yeah, those names, if they're there, they're going off. We're going to be, I'll be Mac-tacking this thing if I have to make it look that 70s. I want people to walk in and go, what? Right, like that. That's what I want. I want that out of them. All right. Do it, please. Currently, there is no release date for the 4-player Pong pub table, but there is a suggested retail price of $549.99 US, significantly higher in Canada, obviously. I'm certain within the coming weeks and months we'll find out a little bit more and maybe see the games in action with this exciting table. I think it's going to be great. From some of the specs I've learned on BestBuy.com, which seems to be the only place that Arcade 1Up lists as a retailer, currently at least, doesn't look to be a smart table, meaning it doesn't look like we're going to be able to update it. Some of the new cabs that they brought out, such as Outrun, etc., you were able to download some extra games for it. Well, it doesn't look like that's possible, at least at this point right now. So, all comes down. Is this worth your time and money? Well, in my opinion, it looks extremely interesting. I think it's going to be an amazing conversation piece. I personally can't wait to get my hands on it, if that is even possible. But I know that when you do, it is going to be something that is going to get a lot of attention and a lot of play. At least I hope so. Thanks for watching. Please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on the Man-Cade.